Good morning, children. Welcome to online digital classes. Today, let us start an interesting chapter called Separation of Substances. In this lesson, we are going to study about introduction with examples, various methods of separation, handpicking, threshing, winnowing, sieving. Let us discuss one by one. First concept is introduction with examples. Dear children, every day you separate a number of substances from the mixture, right? Observe the images. We will look at some of the examples. So, every morning your mother and father mix tea, right? They use this strainer. This is called as strainer. Almost every day they use this strainer, right? So, why your mother and father doing this? Because they are separating tea from tea leaves, correct? With the help of strainer. That means separating useful component to non-useful component. Here we drink tea, correct? Tea is a useful component and we do not eat tea leaves because it is a non-useful component. We throw them away, correct? So that's why the first example is separating tea leaves from tea with the help of strainer. So have you understood this? Now we will look at a few more examples. Children, look at the images. Have you seen this in your home? This continuous stirring of curd, which is also known as a churning. That means churning of curd. Why do we doing this churning of curd? Why the curd is continuously stirred? Because we get butter. What do you mean by butter? Makhan. And lassi by continuous stirring of the curd. Okay. So this separation is being done to separate two useful components. We use both butter and lassi. We want to eat makhan and we want to drink lassi also. That's why we are separating these substances by continuously stirring the curd. Children, you are understood, right? This was the second example to separate two useful components. That means both makhan. Makhan means butter and lassi by continuous stirring of the curd. Let us discuss one more example. Children, observe the first image. Grains are separated from a stalk of plant because we eat these grains. Understood? So observe the second image. This example you have studied in the chapter Fiber to Fabric. I hope you remember it, right? We have studied about cotton ginning. Right, children? Children, what is cotton ginning? The process of removing cotton seeds from cotton ball is called as ginning. See here, they are given some examples. Cotton is separated from cotton seeds. Children, next concept is methods of separation. First one is hand picking. What do you mean by hand picking? Picking out unwanted substances or things and impurities by using hand and separating them from grains. For example, picking stones by hand, picking husks. What do you mean by husks? Dust particles. Picking broken grains. Observe the below images. See, this method of hand picking can be used for separating slightly larger sized impurities like the pieces of dirt, stone and husk from wheat or rice or pulses. The quantity of such impurities is useful, not very large. In such situations, we find that hand picking is a convenient method of separating substances. Understood? Children, next one is threshing. Threshing is done after harvesting of crops. Once harvesting the crops are dried in the sun, then stalks are beaten to separate the grains. This process is called as threshing the grains. Observe the image. It can be done by hand, by cattle, or by using machines. In olden days, threshing was done by hand, but cattle help to do this job quickly. And nowadays, threshing machines are also used to separate large quantities of grains at a time. One of these machines is a combine harvesting. Children, next one is winnowing. Winnowing is used to separate heavier and lighter components of a mixture by wind or by blowing air. Observe the images. This method is commonly used by farmers to separate lighter husk particles from heavier seeds of grains. So, the husk particles are carried away by the wind. The seeds of grains get separated and form a heap near the platform for winnowing. The separated husk is used for many purposes, such as fodder for cattle. What do you mean by fodder? Fodder means it is a food of a dried grass for cattle. Next is sieving. Sieving allows the fine particles to pass through the holes of the sieve, while bigger impurities remains on the sieve. Sieving is used to separate substances that are of different sizes. Observe the below given images. In this method, a sieve is used. The smaller components of the mixture can pass through the pores of the sieve, whereas bigger components of the mixture are retained by the sieve. For example, wheat flour has some fine powdered wheat as well as some bigger impurities. When this flour is put through a sieve, the fine powder falls through the small holes in the sieve, while the thicker impurities remain as they are too big for these holes, and hence the substances are separated. Children, remaining concepts we will discuss in the next class. Now note down the home assignment. Answer the following. First question: name any two methods of separating the substances. Second question: what is a threshing? Third question: define winnowing. Children, we will join in the next class. Thank you.